Hey YouTube, it's Lauren. So I have one kid sleeping and one left for a sleepover. So I have some quiet time in the house and I thought I'd make a video. I actually wrote down this time what I wanted to talk about. I haven't got to, in like almost 2 weeks, like since I found out I was having surgery, I think, been able to like sit down and talk about like everything going on and long stuff, only just like quick little updates. So basically, I always do that. I go for the wrong side first. Anyway, so basically, I'm gonna go through my list. Okay, so for all my new subscribers, or to give a refresher to the people that haven't watched my channel in a long time, about 5 years ago from right now, I started looking into lap band and what it was all about. It was right after my 25th birthday. My 25th birthday was in August, and by December I had read a million different chat rooms and board discussions and stuff about things. I hadn't really seen a lot of YouTube at that point because I didn't realize they had YouTube about it. But I read, and I just had Googled like tons of stuff. And at the time, my husband at the time was looking into going into the Army, so I was looking at TRICARE approval for lap band. He did not end up going to the Army, and that January or February, I started full-time at a job that I had been a temp at for like 2 years. And when I chose the insurance, I literally called all the insurance companies that they offered and was like, so do you cover lap band? And there was only one, and it was Pacificare. Now with Pacificare, if you were approved for lap band, it's an outpatient surgery, which is a $50 copay. So I paid $30 every time I needed to see my doctor, nutritionist, psychologist for the psych eval, my EKG, all that stuff was $30 every time, and then $50 to see, or for my surgery. And I went home that day. It was outpatient. My surgery ended up being in July of 2009, so it's been just under 4.5 years since I've had my band. My highest weight, I think I started calculating this weight, that when I say my highest weight, I think it was what I was right the day of my 2-week liquid diet before surgery. So at that time I was 369. I got down in a little over a year. Yeah, just over a year. I got down to 120 pounds. Yeah, because I was like right at 250. And then I got like 247, I think maybe was my lowest. So just over 120 pounds. And I went up a little bit through that summer, and when I got pregnant, I found out I was pregnant October of 2010. At that point, I had just gone up a little bit to like maybe 250 something. After getting pregnant, my surgeon took out all liquid in my band, and in the time of being pregnant, I ended up gaining almost 100 pounds. I know a lot of that is like, I mean, when I got home from the hospital after having my son, I was down to like maybe 335, 340 or something. So I really, it wasn't all that, you know. A lot of it was like your retaining wall. I mean, like 10 pounds of it to 15 pounds of it. Anyway, so I almost gained all my weight back. But after coming home from the hospital with the baby, I was about 340. The lowest I have gotten back down since then was like last October, November, and I was down to 270, like just above the 100 pounds down mark. So I've never gotten back down to where I was. I've never gotten to goal. Since having my son, I had my band too tight, too loose, too tight, too loose. And so I was at that 70, which was right above the 100 pounds down mark, and it was way too tight at that point. Like literally could not even drink. Everything sat in my chest. Had my band unfilled last year. And then from then, I've now updated you in the video I did like 2 weeks ago and kind of let you know from then what happened with all that. So I just want to kind of like give you an idea of like where my weight's been. Highest 369, lowest at this point is about 250, and today stepped on the scale and I was 305. So when I had my band unfilled, like 2.5, 3 weeks ago maybe, December 5th, that morning when I woke up, I believe I was like 294 maybe, which is actually what I started the beginning of this year at. And so I've stayed pretty much at that this whole time. So I'm about 10 pounds up from that. However, this is the first time I've gone back into the 300s since after I lost the baby weight. So I'm really bummed about that. So I'm 305 today. I'm hoping by surgery on Monday, which is now a day and a half from now, well, it's Saturday night right now, it's 6 o'clock Saturday night. I'm hoping by Monday morning I'm at least like 299, so I can start this at least like in the 200s. Then that way I have only 100 pounds to lose to be in the 100s, which I've never done. But I'm really excited about my sleeve. I'm really, really praying that it works out. Okay, so I've taken way too much time to talk about my whole progress because I haven't told you guys. But I will do a video on Monday morning and let you guys know how much I am. The Kaiser process. Oh my god, let me tell you right now. With my first process with Pacific Hair, even though they were like freaking awesome and they approved my surgery, it was a long process. Because I'm removing a lap band due to top complications, with Kaiser, straight up, let me tell you, my doctor was like, the lap band needs to come out. You're ready? I'm ready. Okay, so what day are we scheduling this? And I'm like, don't I need to like wait for an approval or something? And they're like, no, we're telling you it needs to come out and you're agreeing it needs to come out, so we're removing it. And I go, okay. So that's what we're doing. And at that time, I scheduled the date for December 30th, which is in 2 days. And it was removal only, because he felt that I should have bypass in like 6 months to a year. Well, I went home, did a bunch of research, and called them back up like 4 days later and was like, I want to do the sleeve. And so they just scheduled me. Like, that was it. There was no like thing about it. The doctor was like, okay, whatever, if that's what you want to do, we want to do it. So I was scheduled. They added some more time to my removal because the removal takes like 15 minutes, and then to remove and do a sleeve, it takes like just under an hour. So they added like an hour to the time, and now I'm scheduled for both. And when the pre-op office called me the other day, they told me I'm scheduled for an outpatient procedure, which is just the removal. Basically, I pay for an outpatient procedure, which is, once again, $50. However, it will be an inpatient if, like, I'll be admitted if I do get the sleeve. I think what they're doing is just writing it down as outpatient for the removal, and then later they'll probably bill me the extra $200 because Kaiser charges me $250 for anything I get admitted for. So they'll probably just charge me the extra $200 later, because they probably don't want to. My thought on this is they probably don't want to charge me the $250 for the full-blown thing. I get in there, I have too much scar tissue, they can't do it, and then they'd have to figure out how to reimburse me. So right now I'm scheduled for a removal. However, there might be a chance that they're just scheduling it as a removal and I won't end up getting a bill for that extra $200. I don't know how it's going to work. But they told me I need to be prepared to pay $50 when I come in on Monday, and that's happening. Now, mind you, let me explain to you people, I pay a lot of money every single month out of my paycheck, and next year with this whole Obamacare and all the insurance going up and stuff, I'll be paying a lot more. I currently pay about $400 a month, and that's with my employer paying like 60%, and I only pay 40% for me and my 2 sons. When I get married in in January, the price will be going up about $120 a month, so $60 a paycheck for just me and the boys. And then in April, when I get married and I add on my husband, it will go up another $190 a month. So it's kind of like they financed me for this, because I really don't use my insurance for anything else besides weight loss surgery, it feels like. It's like either fills or getting surgery. Like, I don't really see the doctor for anything else. So, Anyway, that's what's going on with us. So when you hear me say I pay $50, like, just for you people who don't have insurance or whatever, I'm not only paying $50. Like, I pay a pretty penny every month for insurance for me and my kids. Um, okay, so what's next? That's in my process with Kaiser, which has been amazing. Watching old videos. So I'm like catching up on old videos, and I like to go back and like my next video I'm gonna watch is my first week post-op because I want to see. I don't remember how much I lost that first week, and I want to like kind of remind myself how I dealt with surgery 1 week, after, and so I am loving it. So if you guys haven't watched one of your old videos in a long time, you should. And I've been watching a lot of your old videos. So I definitely suggest you go back and do it. It's just funny to watch. My favorite shake. Okay, so right now I'm on liquids. I'm currently drinking my Handy Baby from my Magic Bullet. This right here, you can see the peanut butter all around the outside. This right here is my favorite shake. I got introduced to it at a place called Jan's Health Bar right here in Huntington Beach on Main Street. It is chocolate protein powder, 1% milk, a half a banana, and a scoop of all-natural peanut butter. It tastes like a peanut butter and jelly, actually, even though there's no jelly in it. The banana gives it that fruit taste, and then the peanut butter, and it's really good. You can't taste the protein at all. I'm using EAS protein in this, which is like, I think it's only like 150 calories for 2 scoops, and then it's, I wish I had it on me right now. I think it's like 30-something calorie, or 30-something grams of protein. I think in the end with my 1 scoop, it ends up being where it's like 75 calories and like 17 grams of protein or something. So it's decent for what it is, only 1 scoop. With 2, it's a little too protein-y for me. But I love it. If none of you guys have tried that before, I definitely suggest you trying that recipe. It's a nice little kick to like just the plain chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and then all the other weird fruit ones. I really like it. That's like my favorite. I drink it post-workout all the time when I was working out before I got this stupid boot on my foot. My fear of not being sleeved. I have a big fear that I'm going to come out of surgery and I'm going to say, could he do it? Did I get a sleeve? What happened? Was my stomach, what's the size of my stomach? And they're going to say, sorry, he couldn't do it. You just now are not banded. And that's it. And you'll have to reevaluate in a couple months. I have a fear of that because my wedding is in April. And I want to lose weight because my fiance wants another child. And I just want to get back on track. And I know that I can do it on my own. However, I've been relying on this tool for a very long time. So I really have a big fear of that. And like, I love that it's coming up so soon now, so I'll know so soon, because right now it's like, oh, about all this protein and broth and like all these things to eat and drink after surgery to have me prepared, and I'm like all prepared in my house like I'm going to be sleeved. But in reality, there's a chance I will not be sleeved. So that is a serious fear of mine, and it bugs me that it's bothering me so much, but it is. I'm taking a week off work. I have heard some videos where people say that that they think it's more painful to remove the band and then get the sleeve. I asked my surgeon, and he said there's like no difference. Oh my God, sorry. So that's kind of nerve-wracking. I haven't had the sleeve before. I had the band. I know what that was like. But I only have a week off work. And I wish I could have gotten surgery on a Friday and I could have taken off, because I had the Saturday and Sunday off doing nothing, and I could have been recovering, and then had 9 days before work instead of just the 6 or 7. So I'm going back to work next Monday, and we shall see how that is. Okay, my video is way long enough at this point, but I did get through some stuff and got you more information instead of my quick little car updates. Surgery is now in 30 hours or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I have to be no, like 36 hours. I have to be at the hospital at 6:45 Monday morning, and it's about an hour away from my house, so I'm going to wake up around 5 that morning and leave before 6 o'clock and get out there, and then I'll spend all next week recovering. I'm supposed to spend one night in the hospital and come back on Tuesday, which will be New Year's Eve, so I will probably be sleeping when the clock hits 12, and I'm okay with that. I'm really not bothered by missing out on a night out on New Year's Eve. I have 2 kids, so it's already a pain in the butt to find a babysitter anyway, so whatever. Okay, so like I said, my video is really long. I will try and make a video and post it on Monday so you guys can see what's going on, and I can let you guys all know. Check me out on Facebook, and I will definitely post on Facebook as soon as I get out of surgery, whether I'm sleeved or not. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.